Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. How are y'all doing today? I have a lot of thoughts, I have a lot of opinions, but I'm just gonna wait for a few more people to come on in. Let me know if you were in here. Chile. Ooh, Chile. Oh, Amy, you changed your profile picture. All right, fine, Foxy Mama. Lindsay, is it raging you? When is she not? She gets on all of our nerves every week. And Ola, make it stop for Katina. Oh Lord, he's awful. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you, thank you. I didn't watch this episode. I need a rundown. I'll give it to you, Alexis. I will give it to you. Thank you guys for the compliments. Before I get into it, as always, welcome back to Taste of Reality. My name is Queenie for those who don't know me, and we are reviewing Married at First Sight, Season 14, Episode 16. As always, like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and let's get into it. Hi, Cherise. Hey, Jack. Yes, James, you are on time today. Hello, Nicole. Thank you guys for the compliments. Y'all know how to make a girl feel good or whatever. All right. I want to start with Noy and Steve because, well, one, I have the least to say about them. But two, what? And let's talk about that, Nicole. Why is decision day not next week? Why is decision day not next week? What are we still doing here? I don't release us. Thank you, James. Thank you, Rachel. Release us, Lifetime. We want out. We want to go. Too far behind for this convo, but the hair looks gorgeous. Thank you, Shananagar. Mercy, what a name. Okay, yeah, I don't understand why they're still prolonging this thing. I guess because what does Lifetime really have, if we're being honest? It's Married at First Sight, and that's about it. So I guess they're trying to keep us, release us from the stronghold. I have no idea. It's going to be another 2 weeks. Yeah. I had no idea either, but they want to drum up interest, but they're gonna lose us. Like, this isn't the first. So I know I've already said this is my last season. Bald and the Beautiful, who I follow, said that's their last season. I've heard some other people who said they're just exhausted by this show and the way that they're going about it. I think it's time to switch it up. Do what the UK did. The UK realized the format wasn't working. They switched it up and they came back better. Let's go back to the drawing board, all right? But hey, Fedora. So let's start with Noy and Steve. It's like the insurance commercial with the man, fishing pole, and a dollar bill. I've never seen that commercial. Please break it down for me. I like the disclaimer for the chat. Oh yeah, that came from, I hate having to keep telling people, like, we're grown adults, be respectful. So I was like, let YouTube tell y'all. Okay, let's get into it. Hey, Night Owl. All right, so Noy and Steve. Noy met up with her friend. And why does her friend say, oh, well, I know you're just such a nurturer? Who is? Noy? Noy, like the one married to Steve? In this process? Is a nurturer? Please don't base this off the fact that she's in love with sushi and all things sushi. Because that is not enough. That is not enough. Thank you, Naturally Mar. Yeah, that is not enough for me. A nurturer where? This woman needs a nurturer. It seems like there's a lot of childhood trauma that's been carrying into her adult life. And it has her in a bind. Good evening, Cleopatra. Hello, Doja Cat. Hey, I ain't seen you in a minute, Doja Cat. How you doing? They be thinking any Asian or white woman is a nurturer. Mercy. I don't know. I was very shocked by that. Listen, you guys, Steve is in his influencer bag. He's out here like, oh, I want to buy Noy a wedding ring because she deserves it. The woman who doesn't want to live with you. the woman who posts about you on social media and not the best light, the woman who says you need to get a job because clearly what you're doing is not enough, she deserves it. She deserves a new ring. So here he is, he's practicing for this video is sponsored by, that's what he's practicing. He's like, yeah, I went on the Jared's site and look at all the features that this website has. And, ooh, you can, what's it called? An inscription? Engrave. You can engrave is that the same thing? Whatever. You can engrave the ring. Wow. Custom made. Ooh, pear shape. Ooh, 13 karat. I was like, if y'all don't get off my screen with this show is sponsored by. See, sounded like The Weeknd. Girl, you weren't. I was so shocked. I was like, your reasoning doesn't make sense. And on top of that, MAFS is going to throw in an ad. An ad. When have they ever showed us anybody's computer unless there's a face on it? I was like, come on, y'all. Come on. This is ridiculous. For me, I don't know if it's like they truly do believe that they love each other and the issues are just things that they're going to work through. But even every time that they say, I love you, I'm like, you don't though. You don't though. Because honey, if you loved him, you would live with him. Since you are married. Honey, if you loved him, you wouldn't have all of these like doubts and fears of like, oh my gosh, but. And that's not to say love doesn't come with some doubts, but like there's so many that it just makes me think like, okay, maybe love is not the word you want to keep using because it's not making sense. I'm going to keep with the music references tonight. That's how I'm feeling. Go ahead, Alexis. We love it. 24 karat magic in the air. So then later on in the episode, Steve asks Noi if she understands his career history, and she doesn't. And because she doesn't, she just equates that to, oh, so he must not, have been successful. He must not have money in the bank. He must not be able to provide. Make this make sense to me, Noi. If you don't want to live with him, what does it matter if he can provide? She's like, I want to make sure that, he's able to take care of the family and we have a place to stay. She wants to be a stay-at-home mom. You don't want to live with him. So what difference does it make whether he has money or not? What difference does it make? It's definitely giving Brett and Tamara, because Tamara was like, oh, I don't know what he does, so therefore I'm just going to diminish his entire career to nothing. You can't do that. How about you ask questions? Child. Notice at the end, Steve said, I love you, and Noi said, aw, me too. Yes. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I did notice that. But I was just here confused how all this time she didn't understand what his position was in engineer sales. She didn't understand what he has in the bank. She didn't understand, okay, all this while, y'all are living in this place, but you still have to pay for your own apartment. I assume, no, Steve was living in his car, wasn't he? Where was Steve just before this, y'all? Hey, Sunny Days. Y'all, where was Steve? Was he living with his mama? Because if he was living on his own, then how you think he's paying for his place while he's over here? If he ain't got no money. He drove down to Florida. I thought Steve had an apartment. I thought he had one too. Are we really that far in the season? It still has yet to show her a plant child. Fedora, we don't even know. Apparently, he showed her like the breakdown of how they would make the finances work, but she is still confused. She still doesn't get it. He had an apartment with those. He did. You're right. So then I'm not understanding like how it doesn't click for her. He might not be where you want him to be financially. And if that was her argument, maybe I would understand. But it seems she doesn't even know what his financial status is altogether. She doesn't know what his career path has been, nor where it is going. She doesn't ask questions about it and just assumes, which is immature. Okay, this woman who's supposedly a nurturer, according to the friend. It's just not making sense. He had a camper. No. He had the apartment. I remember. I thought he maintained his apartment, but he was going around traveling as well. This is true. I get Steve maybe should disclose more of his financial info, but Noi really has the immigrant capitalism mindset that you need to work yourself tired forever. Yeah. Steve has 6 figures in savings and he gets passive income from the app he created. Half of this could be taken care of with LinkedIn. Everyone's been passing around. This is true. I don't know if she thought to go look at his LinkedIn, but yeah, it's just not making sense. And at the end of the day, she don't even want to live with him. Girl, who cares how much money he makes? Let it go. Just let it go. I'm still trying to rationalize what the hell the whole ring situation was. What do y'all think the ring thing was? Was it to prove that he has money? Was it just an ad insert for the show? Was it like a foreshadowing that they are going to pick each other at the end? Like, what was that whole segment about? Because I am lost and confused. She doesn't listen when he speaks. She doesn't. It was just an ad. Just an ad, you guys are saying? Ciao. I was like, this is too much. This is too much. So what are you guys' thoughts on Noi and Steve? I feel like they are going to say yes, both of them. My concerns with them is they have so many concerns about each other, yet are more complaint-based rather than resolution-based. And I feel like if they're going to keep that trend, it ain't going to go that far. It is not going to go that far. AdSense. Listen, come over to YouTube. AdSense, okay? His emotional intelligence far exceeds hers, and it's always going to be a problem. From the new YouTube channel, he gonna stop it. Yeah, I think they're saying yes. Then they've never done that type of ad before, though. Like, yes, on the wedding day, but no further into the season. I've never seen them do that, and I've never seen them have this extra person who has no affiliation without any introduction either. I don't know who that woman was. And I've never seen them show the screen, describe all the features that the website has. Look at all the filters that you can put on the ring. Look at the sizes. Look at the metals. Look at the carats. I was like, what is this? What is happening? They will say yes. Noi has the emotional maturity of a 5th grader. I would have said a high schooler. But the point of the matter is not ready for marriage. That's the bottom line. Steve needs to run from this girl/child. I wish we could have had a successful Black couple this year, but alas. You know, Fedora, I am not giving up hope until the fat lady sings, and I haven't sung yet. I don't feel like he likes her and she's figured it out, but doesn't want to look foolish because she changed like 180 changed. Who are you talking about? Noi? Where did Noi change? Where did Noi change? I'm lost at that. I'm in a greater position to get married and Steve get married to Steve than Noi, and I'm 24, child. Well, I feel like we're missing something, and the edit is bad because I don't understand why they would say yes. They either have the marriage is forever no matter what, or something has happened behind the scenes. I believe something is happening behind the scenes. We've learned season after season, that there's more to the story. If you give them one insecurity about yourself, if you give them one insecurity about the relationship, they're going to harp on it until kingdom come. Whether it is true at the end of the season or not, they are still going to harp on it. And I highly doubt that at this point, the finances are still this up in the air. I don't believe it. I do not believe it. Think about it. On the honeymoon, she was up in love. Now she can't be bothered by him. I don't know, James. I don't know. Where's Dr. Viviana? Girl, trying to dissociate herself from this whole franchise. I think they're going to say yes, but it can't work unless they both grow up, especially Miss Ma'am. Listen, Miss Mama is Miss Mamas needs to come correct because this is getting to be annoying. I cannot with this season. It feels like I've watched the same episode 3 times these past few weeks. Listen, my notes are like little bullet points. Normally I write paragraphs and I was like, listen, I don't even have the energy because it's the same arguments they've been having over and over and over again. Off topic, but Kingdom Come is such a good movie. I've never seen it, never even heard of it. And he gives me fake and phony. I kind of get that vibe too, James. I definitely feel like he came here for influencer vibes, but he just looks so much better in comparison to Noi. So it's kind of hard to criticize him when he has such an irritating wife. And this, like, I want everybody to remember, I say this for every show, but sometimes, to me, when I watch these people, they are characters, all right? At the end of the season, live and let live. The decisions made are the decisions made. Wish everybody well, regardless of their decisions. However, for me right now, these people are characters, so I'm going to talk about them as such, okay? Based off of what is shown to us, there's no reason why either of them would agree to staying together. I still don't understand why Steve is even on the show. Off topic, y'all watch Survivor? The whites on Twitter Sunny Days, don't, please don't spoil it for me, please. But yes, I do watch Survivor. Yeah. I have it written down here. She thinks he's a homosexual. Honestly, low key, if I was in Noi's position, I would think he is too. By homosexual is like somebody who just, takes a rest on your couch, doesn't have any plans of leaving, but gives you sexual favors in return of a place to stay. I, however, don't feel like he is that way from seeing the whole picture, and it seems like Noi's the problematic one. If Noi came across as somebody who was more put together, more emotionally mature, had greater communication skills, maybe we would be looking at Steve a little bit more, side-eye-ish, but yeah. Oh, that sounds like a good cast, can't lie. Not a baby daddy. They are all here for a check. The panini hit people hard. This is true. If I was going on a reality show, I would go for the check too. Y'all would say I would be in rare form. You hear me? Oh, it would be the production of a lifetime. Double entendre. Give me an Oscar because it would be an award-winning performance. All right, moving on from them. Let's do Wan and Katina. So, Wan said he ignored Katina's red flags in the beginning, even though his ex, the ex just before Katina, had the exact same red flags that he struggled with. And these red flags are, she wasn't established in her career. She was still in school. Their timelines didn't line up. And it was very hard for him to deal with. Why then would you proceed with this union knowing damn well this hasn't worked in the past? And I get proceeding for the sake of I'm here so I don't get fined. However, this man is really giving this woman hopes and dreams, emotionally breaking her down. And like, it almost looks like Stockholm syndrome just for him to turn around and be like, oh no, I saw the red flags from a long time. I'm probably not going to stay. Yo, God forbid. God forbid. God forbid. What is Daniel saying? So in the contract, they get 1,000 USD per episode, 17 to 19K for all that stress. That's it. Not worth it. I mean, most reality shows, that's why some people are like, honestly, you guys say it's for clout, but it's really not. I still think it is, because even though most reality shows don't pay a lot unless it is it's a type of show where you are a recurring person, and with every season, obviously, your rate goes up. It's the notoriety of it. And people know that the reality show itself might not be a big payout, but the benefits of being in the public eye in this way are worth it for a lot of people. So yeah, yep, Katina's red flags. Can you imagine? If he wants to stay home, If he wants a stay-at-home wifey, why does he want an established woman? I'm confusion. It's not making sense to any of us, Alexis. Honestly, we're just we're just here to watch the train wreck. They should all say no. Shake my Cheryl, we are all in agreement when it comes to that. And have her change her ways, speak down to her. Oh, waste man. And I hate to say it, but Elijah One has done some self-growth as well. I feel how you feel about him. That fact is true. However, for him to just not, it's just, I don't know. He boils my blood, and I genuinely don't understand what kind of even attraction she finds in him. I could never be attracted to somebody like that. Any opportunity this man gets to demean this woman, he takes it. Any opportunity, he takes it. That ain't right. Isaac doesn't know what tradition means. Tiffany Pollard made that a very real thing. This is true. She came off of Flavor of Love, and the whole reality TV show thing became like, oh, you can have a lifestyle out of this. So yeah, I hope Katina says no. I don't care what he says. Yeah, somebody kick this man in the scrotum. Not the scrotum trap. Not the scrotum. He doesn't want to stay at home wife. He just wants Wonder Woman. He's a waste man, literally, with grandiose ideas and an inflated sense of emphasis on the inflated sense of self. I don't know where this man comes. I don't know where I was going with that sentence. Where does this man come from thinking that he is God's gift to humanity and that you must be at a certain caliber to engage him when he isn't even at that caliber? I'm so sorry. You've paid off your student loans, and there have been people who are hella successful without even a degree, let alone a high school diploma. Please, miss me with that. Oh, he owns a home. Plenty of people own more than one home. What else? What else you got? Oh, I'm more established in my career. Okay? Nah, I'm so sorry. And then he emphasized again, because of my ex, school is so important to me. School. Okay, well, here you are. You might have the education, but your social skills are off. Your emotional intelligence is poor. I almost said pure. No, not that. It's poor. What has education done for you on a personal level? When it comes to character development, your education has done nothing for you. It paid off your student loans. It paid off your home. But what else do you have to show for yourself? If you are a horrible human being and nobody wants to hang around you, I'm sorry, the accolades mean jack. They mean jack. Run, Katina, absolutely. Broke women traditional ideals are freaking annoying. Why does she need to be established? I don't know. I don't necessarily know if he's broke, but I share your sentiment. Ola wants a white woman. They brought it up in the beginning. That still weighs on me, and I hope that they bring it up in the reunion, because I don't know, as a Black woman, just experiencing what this has been, it just feels like you didn't want to be with us to begin with. So you're trying to have an out without making it seem like you were the out. I would be trolling this man so hard if I was married to him, cooking gourmet meals for me only. Remember, I make my own bread. Wash just my clothes, clean my half of the bedroom. Absolutely. He be in his head too much. This is true. Men who want an established woman, but then want to make her a stay-at-home wife should not be trusted. There are interviews of billionaires where they brag about what their wives used to do. Okay. Didn't he go to junior college and an athletic scholarship? Oh, really? I missed that part. Broke as in a traditional man needing your wife to work. If you want traditional, you have Thank you. You are not going to ask me to be a traditional wife. Now we're talking about me. Forget Katina. If somebody's approaching me and they are saying, I want you wed, bed, and bread. Okay, I need you to build a home, be able to bring enough money to sustain the lifestyle that you want. Okay, I need you to put my children in all the extracurriculars. I need you to be able to give me, I don't want to say the word allowance because that seems like, but I got my things that I want to do too. So you're gonna have to be able to fork that out of your account as well. If you want traditional, let's go all the way, babes. Let's go all the way. Build the house. I'm waiting. Send y'all back to war. What do we got to do? It's it's too much. It's too much. If O isn't willing to pay 100% of the bills, he needs to cut out that cooking and cleaning talk. Absolutely, Daniel. Absolutely. He doesn't make any sense to me. And isn't his coach married? His coach is such a horrible coach. Like, stick to sports. Stop giving life advice, please. I've never heard it termed like that. It sounds so different down in the South. What, wed, bed, and bread? Wed, bed, and bread. That's what he wants. Okay, if you want to go there, let's go there. So Katina feels like she's capable of being a wife, but doesn't want to start over. Like, she's afraid of the process ending because she's back at square one. When I compare Katina to Olajuwon, and as much as on paper it does look like he is the more established person, when it comes to a marriage and the characteristics that you need to make a marriage work, I honestly would give it to Katina. If we remove the fact that she does need a backbone, if we take that factor out of it, she has been so patient. She has been long-suffering, although that is not something that a woman should have to go through. Sometimes it's just the reality of things. She has stepped up when he's asked him to do certain things. I mean, we could work on the grocery shopping, babes. I don't know why it's so hard for you to shop for 2 people and to shop healthy meals. Like, it shouldn't be that hard. But I feel like she has more of the characteristics that would make a marriage work than Olajuwon does. And it blows my mind that he sees himself as fully qualified, whereas she's the one who's lacking in life experience and life skills. I'm just like, wow, we are really in an alternate universe. This is crazy. I don't see him being a supportive husband, the way he talks about her going back to school. You really think a man that could retire his wife and pay 100% of the bills would be on the show? Big facts. Big facts. You're right. You are right. Yeah. I think he already gave a clue as to what his decision will be. I don't know if they're trying to do smoke and mirrors or if that's really a foreshadowing. So yeah, that'll be interesting to see how that goes. Plenty of people start over and end up better and happy in the end. 1000%, Charlene. 1000%. 1000%. Okay, what else about them? Ola, in this conversation where she's, really qualifying herself as a woman, as a wife, he's like questioning her, still testing her. He's like, oh, well, why is marriage important to you? And she's like, I care a lot about you. Oh, why do you feel that way? Nigga, sorry. I almost came out of character, child. Do you want to be here or not? Because what you're not going to do is question my intelligence, is question my decision-making, is question my emotions when I've already come out and said what they are. Do not I tell you, that is one way to get under my skin. It should be a way to get under Katina's skin. Do not undermine my intelligence. I'm not stupid. She's here qualifying the reasons why she's ready. I don't even know why she's pleading a case to this man who doesn't deserve it. But whatever, she does. And when he questions her, she has a rebuttal. Girl, if you don't shut up, stop justifying yourself to this man. He does not deserve it. It's all about his needs and what he wants. Absolutely, Summer. I honestly wonder what Katina is thinking watching this season back. Hopefully she's watching it on her couch by herself at her mama house and not beside that man. Even though I know some people have been confirming that they are still together. Oh, God forbid. He's acting like he's tired of them dragging the show out. He's breaking character. Beam him to the 1900s era. Honestly, if the universe was to work in my favor, I would hope that he would be with one of those rebellious women from back in the day. Even in that time, because there was always at least one. He claims to want a traditional wife, yet he's not a traditional man. He doesn't want to support his wife and future child. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? A traditional husband does not say, oh, well, I need her to be established so that I don't take on the full play. Women back in the day didn't even have the right to work, didn't even have the right to get an education. That wasn't ever a factor. You want to have these archaic values? Instill them within yourself as well, babes. That's not what we're doing. Isaac in that outdated house. Oh, I missed it. Let me scroll. Thank you, Lydia. Isaac in that outdated house, he painted the porch for the show. Mercy. All I think about when I think of his house is those ugly little curtains. Oh, mercy. Y'all be weak in the knees. Stand up. No, for real. For real. Why you hoes act like if you ain't in a relationship, you gon' die? Y'all be weak in the knees. Stand up, Katina. Stand up, baby girl. Whew. She's too beautiful to go through this. I kind of want her to hang with Jasmina and Lawrence. If Jasmina could rub off on Katina just a little bit. Just a little bit. The things that we don't like in Jasmina, we wish to see in Katina. Oh, mercy. Oh, hey, Andrea. Nice to have you. Andrea. That name confuses me sometimes. People like him are the reason I can't take the podcasters seriously. It's crazy to listen to them double speak. Absolutely. If spoilers are true, they just got a house a month ago. Ugh. Chats would see. Please, this is not what we want to hear. This is not what we want to hear. Oh, meeting with Lindsey after Katina defended him in Puerto Rico as a I was thinking that too, Daniel. I was like, yo, I'll be damned if the woman who I was helping protect you from, who was actively causing a scene that you were irritated by, is the one that you confide in. Oh, this is over. This is over. I don't know if her and Katina have buried the hatchet, but I would be livid. I would be livid. They're really dragging this season out. Next week episode will be of the former cast. And speaking of the former cast, why is Gil on there? Why is Paige? Y'all bringing Paige to talk about what decisions people should and shouldn't make when this girl couldn't even open her damn eyes to a nigga who was telling her to her face, I'm not attracted to you, but I'm gonna dick you down. Girl, he called you a butterface. If you don't know what that is, go look up Urban Dictionary. He called her a butterface, and she stuck around. Disgusting. I can't with these people. And the host, whoever that lady is, the all-stars of all-stars. Honey, this is not the NBA. All-stars. Girl, if you don't... I was so irritated. I'm not mad about Paige. Her voice is soothing. I don't need to see her on my damn screen. I don't need it. I don't want it. Who asked for it? Not a damn person. Put her away. Paige and Mike would have been good for each other. You know, you could be onto something. Style by AJ. Listen. My filter is coming off because I'm tired of this season. I'm tired. My filter is coming off. The blonde girl that cried every episode over the Mo dude with the beard. I forget who that is. Next week is not Decision Day Chats with C. It is some stupid super panel that nobody asked for. They've interrupted the season twice already. Paige baby whispering is annoying, like annoying Mercy. Chris was basura. Okay. He said, out of all the white queens, the black queens, the Latina oh my gosh. He did say that. Oh no, he was sick, man. He was actually sick. Because Jasmina definitely saying no, she's not attracted to Michael. Well, you know what though? Okay, we're gonna get to that when we talk about Jasmine and Michael, because I'm saving them for last because I have a lot to say. Who is Paige James? I think they were about 2 seasons ago now. 2 or 3 seasons ago, if I'm not mistaken. And basically, she came in being the Christian woman who said, you know, I will be that submissive wife. It is what it is. And she got partnered with somebody who was engaged just before applying for the show, had a baby on the way. That is still confusing, whether it was a miscarriage, whether there was never a baby. It's a lot, allegedly. And they consummated the marriage the first night, went for multiple rounds, and he told her, I'm not attracted to you. But they continued to smash. The family, his family, basically coddled him and was like, well, you know, you should stick it out, Paige. You should stick it out. What else happened with Paige? Time and time again, he would embarrass her and she would go back like a damn puppy. It was a mess. It was a mess. And he brought her cold fried chicken and left his Bible at home. This man said, I came for Bible study, didn't bring his Bible, and then expected Paige to lead it. Goodbye. Chindy. We do have to get a good stylist for these MAFS girls because, man, Paige, Katina, is, okay. What else do I have about Katina and them? Oh, that was it. That was it. Bible study was his idea, sure was. He was absolutely trash, Abjubi. Stone Cold Steve Austin'd her. Not bringing WWE references. Paige is the best wife on Married at First Sight hit. Stay tuned reviews. Are we talking about the same Paige? Because in as much as I believe you do what it takes to make a marriage work, you also got to realize at some point you're being taken advantage of and it's time to dip. So I don't know if we could agree on that one. I don't know about that one. It looked like her hair was sitting right and next to it did. It did. No, we coming for her hair, y'all. Let's not do that. Let's let the appearance jokes go. I bought her Mercedes for Mercedes. Yup. And not even that. After the honeymoon, Chris doesn't even go home with Paige. He goes to see Mercedes. The woman was too stunned to speak. Could never be me. I bet Katina looked like Frankie, Keisha Coleman's mama, rest in peace, with that wig off. I don't remember what Keisha Cole's mom looked like. I'm drawing a blank. But she did pass recently, huh? Yeah, rest in peace for real. Paige with the dumps like a dumps like a trick. Like what? But that's it. That's why I said Chris called her a butterface. This is not me saying that because I actually think Paige is beautiful. But he was like, it's the body for me. And that's about it. And I feel like that's kind of similar to what's happening with like Olajuwon. I think he can appreciate that Katina is beautiful, but somebody who would be sprung by his wife would not be acting the way that like he don't want her. And if he does, he's got a piss poor way of showing it. Piss poor way. Piss poor way. I want Paige to keep getting that MAFS check. She earned it. Hey, with the long suffering that she had to go through, I'm with you. I'm with you. Not you quoting Tip Drill. Not you quoting Tip Drill in my chat. Not you quoting Tip Drill. That song was hectic. I have no business knowing that song. That's how you know I'm a different person off camera. Let me tell you. Whew, mercy. Moving on. I'm surprised Olajuwon hasn't at least tried to initiate with Katina. Pastor Kyle wasn't having any of it when they told him they were saving themselves because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. I'm like, he don't want her. He don't want her in that way. And I think he knows that if he gives in that way and he isn't 100% sure of her, she's absolutely not going to leave. She has already shown that he could spit in her face and she'll wipe it off and say, it's okay, boo. Like, she ain't leaving. She ain't leaving. Mercy. Some of these comments I'm just going to have to skip. A trust goes a long way. The fact that O can treat Katina like crap and she stays. Mike recreates the wedding day and can't get a high. Oh my days. You know what though? She did say production is doing her dirty because she has been giving him a little bit of play, like at least kisses, like when the cameras are there, but they don't include it. This is from Jasmina. Whether or not it's true, none of us can fact check. But that's what she say. That's what she say. I used to stay up late and watch BET Uncut for that video alone. Mercy God. Because you can't find that on the internet, can you? No, you cannot. And if you can, proceed with caution. Michael should have been matched with Katina and Ola with Jasmina. I feel like... See, here's the thing for me. And as much as it is painful to watch both of those relationships, I do think that somebody in another chat said it, I think it was yesterday, and they were saying the people are perfectly matched to the other person's traumas. So, unfortunately, Katina has been in abusive relationships in the past, multiple, and this is exactly what she's been giving. If you ask me, it's definitely emulating something of the sorts of abuse, okay? However, because he's able to come back and show up better, she glosses over the issues. And for him, he does need somebody who's kind of docile. And he claims that behind the scenes she does check him, but for the most part, we see her not have a backbone. And I feel like that's why they were perfectly matched for each other. If I see her with somebody like Michael, I don't feel like their communication would be good. I feel like they both are a little bit too sensitive. And I don't want to say that as in like it's bad to be highly sensitive. I'm just saying when you have two people who are highly sensitive together, if you guys remember Love is Blind, for those who watched it, it's like that white couple. Everything turned into an issue because they were both very emotional on things that didn't need that kind of energy, and it turned into a very tumultuous situation. And then when I think of Olajuwon and Jasmina, they wouldn't have made it past the honeymoon. Absolutely not. Especially because, and this is not to diminish Katina in any way, especially because Olajuwon's past is not women like us. Somebody like Jasmina would be just a little bit too much to handle. Just a little bit too much to handle. Not y'all still talking about BET Uncut. Oh my gosh. Jasmina isn't... What? Jasmina isn't into pretty boys, slightly aggressive type of guys, but those guys have cheated and done her dirty. Yes, the experts really match the people as a way of them to cope with their respective traumas. What the heck? Yeah. Lindsey and Isaac will be great together. Ciao. I don't know about that. I think that's what Lindsey fantasizes, but the reality of things, I don't know. Not just Mina's into phone sex. You know, she ain't had these in-person relationships. Anyways, we're moving on from this. Since we're talking about Mark and Lindsey, let's talk about them. So, Mark and Lindsey are doing fertility testing. I don't know why we needed to know that he was shooting Elmer's glue out of his member. Why was that knowledge for the whole world to know? Babes. And she's like, see, he don't drink enough water. He doesn't drink enough water. That's why his ejaculation looks like Elmer's glue. I mean, girl, we get it. The viscosity ain't supposed to be like Elmer's glue, but we did not need the imagery. Jesus. Just... I could have gone my whole life without that scene, right, y'all? Child. And then they kept the mics on while they were in the bathroom talking about, you need me to help you? You need me to... I can't. Mark got more action in that scene alone than Michael got the whole season. Mercy. Oh, mercy. Not a live look at Lindsey's room and there's cobwebs. Man, I was like, we did not need this imagery. Please. She said he fell heavy like a tree. She said the friend said he is bland like white bread. She said this man don't drink water. That's why, I was just like, okay, this is okay. This is too much. No, James. Oh, God. Lindsey needs a filter. Mark needs a mama. Mark, I'm going to need Mark to stand up too. Mark and Katina, do we need a class for how to stand up for yourself in relationships? Because, baby, the self-confidence is in the pits. Oh, dear, I missed that part of the episode. Now, I don't know if I want to see. You don't want to see it. Just to clarify, is it Andrea or Andrea? Just say first pronunciation or second pronunciation. Andrea or Andrea? I want to say it right. Yeah, you don't need to go back. He don't drink water. He funky. His life is falling apart. He can't get her off. He can't get bugs out of his house by himself. He can't keep a cat alive. Like, he's going through a lot. Andrea. Okay, got it. That man has deep-rooted issues, and unfortunately, he's never going to get them resolved. And it's crazy because he acknowledged that he does not want to be like his father, where his mother would constantly berate the father, and the father would just take it. Here you are repeating the cycle that you've already acknowledged you don't want to repeat. Yet and still, you're here. Doesn't make sense. Why did Lindsey go from Mark is stuck in his past to laughing on the roof with him? Not even that, Daniel. Why was she like, oh, you want me to teach you how to salsa? Girl, this woman acts like she knows everything under the sun. She acts like she's freaking quadrilingual. She acts like, she knows all the aphrodisiacs of the world. Her palate is elite. She's a 5-star Michelin chef. Shut up, you don't know everything. Shut up, you don't know everything. Let the man be a train wreck if that's what he wants to do. When he asks for your help, then you can step in. She's like, oh, it feels like we've been together for 8 years. Yeah, and it looks like it too. The man is exhausted. Because if this really was an 8-year relationship, he would have left you at the 7-year itch. Let me tell you that for free. Girl, if he smells fish, nope. Don't make that joke. Don't keep it in. This is the problem with lives. Because if y'all knew the stuff that I edit out of my videos, mercy God. mm. If that was also that I know bachata, listen, I know the merengue. I know it all. Neither of them are happy. If they don't split, I will be confused. I agree. She knows everything. She lives in a better part of Boston. Ugh. No. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sure that was sarcasm. But yeah. I think you want to start dancing. LOL. I need to take advantage of living in Florida. You should. You should. Lindsey is that girl. She's a catch. James, if you don't get out, if you don't get out of here. If you don't get out of here. Okay, so what else about Mark and Lindsey? Mark used to be on steroids. So he was scared that his sperm count was going to be low. He was scared that he was shooting blanks because he used to be on steroids. Low key, kind of made sense. I don't know what rationale I have behind that statement, but it did make sense to me. That's what I was thinking, Alexis. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking maybe the bulging eyes is dealing with after effects. I said at the very beginning, Lindsey is either going to be the person who you love or hate. You'll go to bat for her or hate her with every fiber of your being. Sunny days, and literally I went through the polar extremes of that. Because at the beginning, I couldn't stand her as a person, but I was like, you know what? As a partner, she's been doing very well. And now I'm like, get off my screen. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. Then Mark lost his cat. I would have had to end the marriage at that point. Right. I would have been like, you know what, emotionally, this is too much to handle. I got to put my mom in a home now. Like, it's just, no. And could you imagine? I wonder if Lindsey, and I'm not attributing Lindsey to all these things happening, but I wonder if this domino effect would have been present if Lindsey wasn't around. Because it seems like as soon as she arrived, his life was train wreck central. And I was like, babe, is this the standard of your life? Or is this just a new thing? Because roaches, I always say roaches, but it's definitely bed bugs, but we're going to stick with roaches. Kicked out. Lost his job. Oh, he's on temporary leave, as he likes to say. Had to put his mom in a home. Lost his cat. Is having a mental breakdown, realizing that he is his father. Like, damn, bruh. Damn. Lindsey is a bad omen. She's horrible. She is horrible. Oh my goodness. He has been going through it since she arrived. Oh my goodness. What else do I have? A cutie, definitely when she laughs, for sure. Lindsey emasculates Mark in front of others. Red flag, bringing down the man's pride, especially in public, equals relationship done. At least it should. Because the last thing you want is to feel insignificant to your partner, especially in the presence of others. And the simplest thing of appearing as a united front is so important in relationships, and a lot of new relationships miss that. And if this is how it's starting, it's never going to end. And you know how I knew how bad it was? Even the friend was comfortable enough in saying, oh, he is so bland. He was giving me white bread. I was like, you even got your friends talking shit? Nah, Dead that. Dead that immediately. Immediately. Bad things keep happening to Mark. He better leave. Almost broke something trying to play. Like, now you got all these ailments. Like, I thought you were the fit one. What's going on, sir? What is going on? I love your reviews, but I don't blame you for dipping out after this season. I stopped watching once they started with the 2-hour episodes. It's too much. It's definitely too much, Sabrina. And even with the 2 episodes, I mean the 2-hour long episodes, I still feel like they're not putting enough substance in there. Like, there's so much missing. And I think that was their way of trying to milk this whole after show thing, because there should not be a need for after show. There should not be a need for after show. That's what a reunion is for. Give us the information that we need in the episode. Do not keep us here for 2.5 hours. Bro. It's too much. Who said Charles Ray? Like, wait, is that a joke to say Coyle Ray? If it's not, that went over my head. It honestly scares me that Mark doesn't say anything, at least what we see. He had that happen to me, and I had a flight booked the next day. Him staying and enduring is concerning. Definitely is. Is the after show studio in Boston? No, it is in Los Angeles. No, it might not be in Los Angeles, but I know it's in California. Los Angeles is just the only city that I know. He's a serial killer. See, I knew that joke went over my head. Child, I don't do them things. Y'all know I'm a very scary girl. I don't crime documentaries, horror movies. It's not me. I only know Chucky the doll because I used to stay up and watch things like Goosebumps, and that ruined my life forever. What else do I have about them? Lindsey is upset that Mark takes his issues to everyone else but her. And in that same sentence, she gave a story of how she criticized how he was saying certain things. Babe, you have not made this a safe space for him to come and tell you his issues. Because if he expresses 1 ounce of unsatisfaction, well, you know what you don't do for me? Babe, this is not about you. It is not. Can I never express my concerns? Can I never express my wants and desires? Like, never? Never. And she's concerned why he doesn't come. Oh, I didn't even flip the. We still on Wan and Katina. She's crazy. You never see the Chucky movies? And I never will. I remember vividly one night when I was like 14, 13, I stayed up late and I watched this show called Goosebumps. And there was the doll on the shelf, and it turned its head around, and I don't know what it was about that doll that freaked me out till Kingdom Come. So horror movies, the scary the crime documentaries that y'all love, can't do it. I've already told y'all, in my apartment, I'm looking through open doors because I'm so scared that if a killer comes into my apartment, I need to have the quickest escape out of here. Like, nope. Some of those episodes were spooky, thank you. Man, cast Lindsey with her scary ass laugh. Jeez, she'd fit right in. You need to come into my metaphysical world, you would be scared. No, thank you. You keep that over there. keep that over there. The blood of Jesus against those horror movies. Thank you, Ash. Okay. Never me. Never that. No. Okay, what else do I have about them? So they want to move into, Mark wants them to move into his mom's apartment, but for her, she needs the place to be remodeled. And I'm like, you see, in this case, I understand what they're trying to do, save money, keep the legacy alive and whatever. However, you're gonna have to find a new place and start over. Because the reason why he wants to live in this place, I'm sure it's for monetary reasons, but it's also for sentimental value. And this woman is saying, how about we strip it down and we get rid of all your memories in this place and we make it look like a whole new place that I feel comfortable in. Get a new place. Just start over. Oh no, James. I didn't mess with none of that. Nope. Not you fighting me with the Bible, talking about the Lord has not given us a spirit of fear, but of sound mind. I hate you. I hate you. Mark slept like a baby the night before D-Day. Who wouldn't? You don't have to deal with this person who's trying to wake you up at an hour like you're not a grown-ass adult who knows how to wake up in the morning whenever they want to. If I want to wake up at 2 p.m., that's my business. I mean, you probably shouldn't, and you probably should be drinking your water. However, he's an adult. Let him do what he wants to do. Oh, I'm sure he stayed up late with his little popcorn and his cats. He woke up at 3 p.m. He ate chicken nuggets for breakfast with a Diet Coke because, watching his health, and had his little moment with the Elmer's glue because, Lindsey ain't doing it for him. Not y'all going off about these. Now he texted Alyssa. Could you imagine? If Alyssa was not attracted to Chris, she was definitely not going to be attracted to Mark. Definitely not. They just let Mark slide that moving to my mama's apartment all smooth. Right? I was like, when did this happen? When did this happen? When did this happen? As a woman who loves decor, I definitely would have to vamp up the place. We can keep some of the trinkets that are sentimental. LOL, a whole dresser, probably not. That can go into storage. I'm with you, but the way that she was talking was almost like the whole place had to be completely remodeled. And I wouldn't have a problem with that if I didn't hold so much, because you got to think about it. He lost his father not too long ago. His grandmother is in hospice. His mother is also in hospice. So the only thing he has in memory of all these people is this home. So for her to come in and be like, oh, we can live here as long as it looks like nothing that you remember. Just get a new place. Just get a new place. Or have this be your runaway home. Have 2 homes. So when Lindsey's pissing you off and you can't deal with her foolishness in the morning, you come and you sleep over here at your mama's house. Because, Steve remastered his song on TikTok. I'm deceived. Of course he would. He wants to be an influencer. I'm telling you. Lindsey needs Jesus. She puts so much importance on receiving from her significant other. She truly, truly does. And honestly, that's probably why their bedroom activities aren't hitting. Because you need to put in work too. I wouldn't be surprised if she just lays on her back and does nothing. Just receiving. Equal partnership. Ain't nobody asking for a tax return, but they on Steve like they were on Trump. This is true. Let that man live. Steve. Let that man live. The spirit of death is in that home. I would want no parts. And that's why I'm saying he should keep that as his runaway home. But in terms of a marital home, I think they should just start over. Start over so that you can find a place that's comfortable but also fits Lindsey's aesthetic needs. Even though looking at her apartment, I don't know why she's asking for so much because her apartment didn't look that far off to what we were seeing at his parents' apartment. But keep this thing as, I don't know, Airbnb it out or something. The house needs a little sage and some prayer. Ciao. Receiving that bad pee in her words. I don't believe her. I mean, I don't not believe her, but I also think she ain't putting in work. That's Steve's username on TikTok? Okay. You see Steve sitting in his starter rapper outfit on the bed when Annoying left. I missed that. Oh, no. He had the hat and it was backwards and he was wearing black. I saw that too. I was like, oh, he want to be a hip hop star so bad. He want to be a hip hop star so bad. Oh my goodness. Okay, so any last words on Mark and Lindsey? Oh, we didn't even talk about whether or not they are going to stay together. I think Now, this is not what you guys want them to say. What do you actually think they are going to say? I think Lindsey is going to give this big speech as to what needs to change. She's going to say yes, but there's going to be, a caveat. And then Mark ain't gonna have a backbone. That man is not gonna say no. You think he's gonna say no, Daniel? I don't think so. I knew Steve was a black man. I think he would fit so well with a black woman. Listen, little TikTok girl doing little TikTok dances. All right. Why did I say caveat like that? Leave me alone. Why are you coming for my neck, bro? I think they'll say yes. Not you being Lindsey. I think they'll say yes, but they're probably not married today. Yeah, I agree. I think they will say yes at decision day, and they're going to come to the reunion either having already gone through their roller coaster of a mess or on the brink of it. Don't y'all get started. Miss Cove on stage and Angel were already saying he should have been matched with a black woman. Hip hop, entrepreneur. He's good looking. Blasian kids are always beautiful. I mean, all right. Marcus dressed out. He's looking for a senior citizen out here. Looking like a senior citizen out here. Yeah, man. That's what I'm telling you. Him and Katina. Katina aged by like 7 years being on this show. Damn. Poor thing. Mark will say yes on D-Day and depart later. They'll say yes. He's terrified of her and it turns him on. It turns him on. And she ain't got no other options. So she will say yes out of desperation. Karuchi? Tran? For Steve? Never that. Oh, you're saying she's Blasian. Oh, for a second, I was like, James, are you good? But yes, Karuchi Tran. Stunning woman. Stunning. Should they? No. Will they? Probably. Yep, I agree. All right. On to Michael. You're still saying 0 out of 5? Well, it's only out of 4 now, but yes. You're already 100% correct when it comes to one of those couples. On to Michael and Jasmina, because I have a lot of thoughts and they are confusing the out of me, okay? So Jasmina says she wants Michael to take the initiative when it comes to interest, like expressing interest, and a sexual affection. What? Because all of us were out here side-eyeing Pastor Kyle for encouraging, oh, let me switch the picture. God damn, I'd be forgetting you. Who are we on? Michael and Jasmina. Because we were out here side-eyeing Pastor Cal for encouraging Michael to take the initiative to make a move. When lo and behold, this girl is like, well, I like, if he just says that he likes me, if he just... You have already established that you don't want him to cross that boundary. Don't you want somebody who is respectful? Don't you want somebody who respects your boundaries? How now are you just going to assume that he should know he has the green light to do that? You now have to get in the driver's seat and girl, oh my gosh, I tell you, she's looking for things to be wrong. Because you are going to set a hard line boundary and then you're going to be confused why he doesn't cross that boundary. And you say, in order for you to progress, that's what needs to happen. You set him up. She set him up. Michael is too soft for Jasmina. She wants a roughneck. I read that as redneck. That's why I left. She wants a man who knows how to dominate. Michael doesn't want to be at the DA's office. Okay. He's not trying to catch a case. Not today. Not over a television show. Absolutely not. I was like, girl, it's not on him to initiate sexual attraction at this point because you set the boundary. You now need to be the one. I'm like, no. I feel like she moves the goalpost, and it's very irritating because it's like there's nothing Michael can do, but Michael is given this false sense of hope, so he keeps trying. She needs to tell him point blank, it's not only that I'm not there yet. No, drop the yet. It's not only that I'm not there, I'm never going to be there. The nigga gonna fall back. He gonna fall back. If he knows there's absolutely no hope, he will fall back. But she keeps giving him, oh, we're working towards something. Y'all, no, definitely. I don't know if I feel it now, but like maybe, after we stop. Stop. Oh my goodness. Jasmina's just saying, this is my no square. And now she says, touch it. No, ma'am, you can't. No. It's giving Karen when she wanted Mouse to initiate, and then he wrote it on the calendar, and Karen got uncomfortable. That never made sense to me either. With Karen and Miles, like, he never really like pushed the envelope, and I think that was his way of kind of being cheeky. And then she got upset, but then later on, she also was upset that he wasn't initiating touch. Girl, all he said was schedule sex with my wife as a joke, and you flew off the handle. Why the hell would he initiate sex with you again? Hell no. She was fine when the show started, but as soon as he sat down with her mama at the wedding, I knew she was going to be trash. I actually had hope for Jasmina, and just the constant like moving of the goalposts. I'm like, okay, sis, I can't rock with you if this is what you do. Do you think he's good looking? Yes or no? No elaboration. Yes or no? Do you even want to build the attraction? Yes or no? Can you see hope beyond this process? Yes or no? Because she has all of these explanations, this roundabout way of answering questions that doesn't actually answer the question. And Mike doesn't push. He doesn't prod. He doesn't poke. He just takes her answer as is and keeps it pushing. No. Ask her point blank, do you find me attractive? Do you want to find me attractive? What is it going to take? Do you see hope? If not, should I leave? Michael has been the only one opening up. What has Jasmina shared or done? At least on camera, because she did say on the after show that there's a lot of her development that they aren't sharing. But definitely on camera, we're missing the development for her. Jasmina got deep daddy issues, and it's affecting her relationship with men. She finds his arms cute. She does. She likes those arms, and that's about it. I don't think she's physically attracted to Michael. Some days I think she is. Some days I think she's not. I don't know. I don't want to watch Mike get heartbroken on decision day. He is all in on her. Michael should fall back. I think there's a difference between wanting to go slow and not being interested at all. Absolutely. Like at this point, he should give her the crisp speech. Is there at least 1% of effort within you? But he should say attraction. Excuse me. What percentage of attraction are we at? Give me something. Anything, sis. Signs of life. I'm begging here. Jasmina has never been loved, not by her father, her mother, etc. She's talking about Disney fiction spark. I would have to co-sign with you on that one. Her mom interrogated that man, asking what makes him good enough for her daughter. Jasmina is detached. Notice she had camera time there to voice that unseen growth, but she didn't. At the end, when she was wearing the orange, Jasmina is giving very much Two-Face in my opinion. Honestly, Jasmine, yeah. That's why I just want like hardline answers from her. I don't even need the elaboration. We don't need the explanations. Yes or no? What's the deal? They seem like an old married couple, but not in a good way. Yeah, they've gotten very comfortable, don't really make an effort for each other, are just housemates and not romantic anymore. You know, just like literally life partners. We're partners in this life. We go together. That's it. Ain't no spark, ain't no romance, ain't no sexual tension, nothing. Nothing. And I'm like, girl, if you want this man to initiate sex or initiate intimacy, let me say, he would hold your hand in the night. She even said, oh yeah, like I felt him grab my hand in the middle of the night. You couldn't have take the hand and, you know, make it graze over your booty or something? You couldn't wrap it around you so he, like, you couldn't do a little scoop back? Nothing? Nothing? Please, Jasmina, let this man go. If you don't want him, let him go. Let him go. Jasmina is going to regret this. She'll find a guy she's attracted to and will have kids with, but he wouldn't be as supportive as Mike. Honestly, I feel like Mike is such a good person for her. It's just that attraction aspect. Because even with the communication thing, I don't know many people who would have stuck through that hard time between the two of them. It was uncomfortable to watch. So uncomfortable to watch. I don't know many people who would stick around to resolve that, and he did. And he did. And it seems like he truly just wants the best for her. Like, they're honestly best friends. Oh. Nadi's probably good in bed too, mercy. It's giving Azan from 90 Day Fiancé. I'm attracted to him, but only like 55%. Azan was with the black girl with the braces. I forget. It's been a long time since I watched that show. I think outside of the experience, they would actually work. She cares about him, and I just think she's guarded and wants to maintain the perception she thinks is important. That's why it confuses me, because I feel like she's giving him enough to show that there is hope, but she's scared. And the constant asking for him to show up before she decides to show up, that's operating from a place of fear, because you don't ever want to look like an idiot in case the feelings, in case the thoughts, the comments, concerns aren't reciprocated, right? And so you want to make sure that they establish themselves as somebody who's going to be in your life long term before you give in. Problem is, the person on the receiving end also needs that reassurance, and she doesn't give that to him. He also needs to know that you're in here for the long haul, that you find him attractive, that you're willing to be vulnerable with him without getting it first, just because you have love for him or you love him. It's not all about you. Come on, babes. In all seriousness, I hope this doesn't send Mike backwards, like in an emotional damage way, because he opened up all the way with her, and I think she's saying no. I hear that, Jasmine. I definitely hear that. And the thing with that too, at least in Jasmina's defense, she did say, I don't want you to do this, like especially like the medium thing, because that's when they really had their breakthrough. I don't want you to do this if you are uncomfortable. And he affirmed that, listen, I'm not even just doing this for you. I'm not doing this for show. I'm doing this for me. So I think there is potential for him to fall back a little bit, but I think he's going to be okay. I think he's going to be all right. I think at this point, it's let's just get along and earn the rest of this money and go chill. 20K isn't enough for most of us. It really could be that too. I'm here so I don't get fined. Her appearances on the after show. She's so proud when she speaks about him, and she gets emotional, but ice cold on the actual episodes. And that's why I think like there was some kind of breakthrough, obviously, at the medium situation. But I'm like, even if I had that love for somebody, it would have to be like a true deep connection with them. If just the thought of them makes me cry. What episode did Jasmina not cry on the after show? Just talking about Michael. She like him. I don't know why she's being so defensive. She like him. So, in salsa dancing, which I thought was cute. I was like, yo, this man is really trying. He recreated the vows. He be taking around these days. He really be trying to he turns it on. He really turns it on. After the salsa dancing, he said he wishes that he got to learn Jasmina's needs instead of projecting his own ideas on her. And I do think that that would have saved them a lot of time in the beginning. Because in the beginning, it seemed like they both were trying to play a role. And when they just took the pressure off, when they just said, okay, start over, let's do this again, they were on good terms. Now imagine if they walked in with that initial attraction they both had for each other. Because I don't know about y'all. If I'm not attracted to somebody, I will not let you hold my hand. I will not be sitting that close next to you every time we're in a room together. I will not let you kiss me. So she had that attraction for him at some point. And maybe if they didn't do this whole playing a role thing in the beginning, they could be somewhere. They really could be somewhere. She did say her biggest fear was him saying, it's confusing. It's so confusing. Because she already left and regrets it. That's why she keeps crying. You think? That's a theory. That's a theory. We're going to find that out. She does like him, but she doesn't trust him. Valid, James. Valid. Could this be a Karen and Miles situation? Karen was feeling Miles later, heavily feeling him. This editing, y'all, there's no way we should be having these questions. I mean, it is editing, but like for the sake of continuity, they need to edit better because we are confused. It's not making any sense. It is not making any sense at all. Yeah, the way that it's like back and forth, hot and cold with them, like I would just find it very, very, very hard to believe that she does not find him attractive. You're not going to be sitting up next. You're not going to be grabbing my hand in my sleep. Like, God forbid. No, back up off me. She like him. I'm glad Mike said I didn't come here for a friend. Yes. And I like, too, that he affirmed that they do have that foundation. However, they need more. In order to have a marriage, they need more. I'm with you. If Mike turns into a savage, heartless player, I wouldn't blame him. Mercy. 5 months, 2-hour episodes, and sheer confusion. Yeah. Question, did you watch the Sam and Neil season of Married at First Sight? Those names are not ringing a bell, so that might be one of the episodes that I skipped. I love this bipolar schizophrenic LSD type of trip of a show. Mercy, you love it? I'm tired. You know what I love about Married at First Sight Australia? And as much as it is a lot more drama filled, I feel like they are so good at storytelling that it's bearable. Whereas here, you see the drama and you're like, where did this come? How did we get here? What are you mad about? I'm so confused. What's happening? You hope he says no? Honestly, I want them to try. I want them to try without the cameras. Do you believe Jazz when she said on the after party that her biggest fear was Mike saying no? I think in context of that conversation, if I remember correctly, Keisha had asked what would keep you from saying yes, what would keep you from saying no? And so in the context, I do believe her. I think in the grand scheme of things, I don't think that is her biggest fear. I think her biggest fear is you do get attached to this person, especially like seeing the bond that they have, the matching t-shirts, the banter that they have, like they have a bond, whether or not it's romantic. I think it would be sad if they're unable to explore that because this doesn't work out. However, I don't think her biggest fear is him saying no on decision day. Nah. I like mental exhaustion. makes my pure choices seem tolerable. Honestly, that is the biggest reason why I watch reality TV, because I'm like, you know what? My life is not that bad. I'm doing okay. I mean, I'm single. Those people are married, so hey, maybe I'm the train wreck. But I've been looking at them like, you know what, Elaine, you are not half bad. Not half bad. Well, that is all the thoughts, comments and concerns I have about all of them. So y'all could just talk about whatever y'all want to talk about for the last 30 minutes here. Jasmina was recruited for this show, so that's why she gets good edits and maybe has to deal with production if she sticks it out for the 8 weeks. The thing is, though, people have been recruited in the past and they still find love. So I don't really want to discount somebody for the sake that they were recruited. And plus, just because you're recruited doesn't actually mean that you will be chosen. So yeah, she might have been recruited, but they could actually find her person. She'd be like, oh, wait a minute. This actually worked out for me. So who knows? You have different cultures express it differently. You can actually get socialized in that way, but still, I think there's a lot of different factors, and I don't think she's making it an easier situation. That also makes the single life much sweeter. If there's no spark when we kiss, no ma'am, it's not going to work. There's not even a spark enough for them to kiss. That's how sad this relationship is. Mercy. Watching stuff like this, happy I'm single, because good God. You know what's funny? Even after watching these train wreck relationships, I'm still a hopeless romantic. I know my time is coming. Okay. I know my time is coming. Sunny Days, no, I didn't get around to it, but I did start the Rat in the Kitchen show. And what else? What other suggestions of y'all's did I start? Yeah, I've started going down the list though, but I haven't gotten to Oh My Ghost yet. This is the first decision day where I have honestly no idea who stays together. I usually have a couple that I know are going to make it. Yeah, Jasmine, like, it's so weird how imperfectly matched these people were. Perfect in the sense that, wow, this would only work with the partner that you were put with, but also, wow, why were you put with this person? So it's a coin flip. It is a coin flip for me. Listen, guys, you gave me a lot of things to watch, okay? Give me some time. In today's climate, having the angry Black girl is not a viable choice, but if she creates and it looks like they are offsetting it, production wins. What do you mean? What do you mean? In today's climate, I feel like I know what you're saying. I don't want to say the wrong thing. In today's climate, having the angry Black girl is not a viable choice. But if she creates it and it looks like they are offsetting it, production wins. Yeah, I don't know. That's going over my head a little bit. Damn, Patricia. Does mean I don't find him attractive? Do you think the couples will make the decision in the apartment the night before or the days before D-Day? Absolutely. Absolutely in the apartment. Because, well, at least for the partners who are going to say yes. I think in this season, we've seen people who genuinely do care for their partner. Whereas other seasons, like if I'm thinking, who's the guy? Haley and Jacob, they hated each other, like despised each other. Or even if Chris and Alyssa were still on this series, I think those people wouldn't have the courtesy of letting you know what decision they're going to make before they make it, even if the decision was no. Even like the Johnny and Bao thing, I felt like they wanted to embarrass each other, whatever decision they were going to make, right? But these people, I feel like they would have that courtesy of, listen, I'm probably going to say no. I want to prep you. Or maybe if you want to say no before I say no, just to let you know what's good. I feel like that's what would happen with this season of people. Michael is now mayor of the friend zone. He just needs to let it go and heal. Ooh. Yeah, he's got the keys to that city, babe. What season did you start watching? I started from season 1. It's going to take too long for me to go through all the seasons to see which ones I skipped. I've always been a hopeless romantic. Any shows that have to do with like dating, relationships, whatever, like that's my thing. But it started to feel very gimmicky in the middle there. Yeah, I feel like when you get to like season 7, 8, that's probably where I started skipping. And then I came back. Yeah. It feels like this season specifically was everyone is getting paired with someone that will push their. Absolutely. Absolutely. Black women are portrayed as bitter, but they are editing her nice moments along with the cold shoulder conversation. So we're confused. Like she's mean, but she's warming up to him, but no, she's not. Okay. I hear you. It's the angry black woman part that kind of threw me off, but I hear what you're saying. I think I hear what you're saying. Um, Jasmina never got horny during the 8 weeks. I'm confused. They slept in the same bed. They could hear it. They could hit us with a Clara. Was it Clara or Clara? And Ryan, where they claimed they were not having sex, but they were having sex the entire time. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, you're Spanish, James? I never knew. Are you saying that if they outright cast the angry black girl, we'd vilify the show, but if they have someone like Michael who takes it and they try to give her a good edit, it's okay? I don't know. Is that what you were trying to say, James? Sam and Neil were on season 3. Really? Okay. Sam and Neil. Married at First Sight. Oh, wow. Wow. Oh, I was never going to remember them. But yes, wow, I do remember. Wow, yeah. I always thought he was a little bit weird. Not a little bit, a lot of it. Wow, I completely forgot about these. I never, ever would have recalled these two. Oh, that was the season with the girl who got the second chance show. Y'all remember when they tried to do a spinoff? Married at First Sight be doing spinoffs and then they never follow through. They did the spinoff with her and the white guy, the bigger white guy who were trying to do a second chance. And then they had the MAFS Unmatchables. Yeah, they both fell through, huh? Dun, dun, dun. Sam was really mean to Neil and would constantly demean him and call him a girl and say she wore the pants. Yeah, I'm vaguely remembering them. Wow, that's crazy. Holding hands in bed is the thing to do. Listen, from my limited experience, I'm not letting you hold my hand if I'm not sure. I'm not doing it. It's not the thing to do. It's not the thing to do. It's the thing I'm letting you do because I feel a little bit of something at the very least for you. Cause child, if I'm not attracted to you, I don't want you nowhere near me. They're editing the hell out of Jasmina and Mike's scenes. I think their scenes are out of order. I definitely feel like we're missing a lot of context, but I think they're trying to make her look worse than she is. Because even with him, like the way that she talks to the sister, the way that the sister talks to him, I feel like if she truly was the way that she's coming off on camera, he would have left or at least would have stopped trying. You know? You know, like with Jacob and Haley, you could tell those two despise each other and they were literally just here to fulfill the contract. That was it. Whereas these two, it seems like there's something there. So I'm like, is production playing our girl or is Mike really that delusional? Who knows? Not He's Furniture, not Team Furniture. When people are in the room, they hug. Listen, they be scooting next to each other. They even started to do the interlocking. I was like, y'all, I don't know. I think we're missing something here. I think we're missing something. Ugh, see, that looks weird. Ugh, I hate fresh hair. It don't be laying right. Haley didn't even stay at that apartment. Why would she? She didn't like that he ate so many eggs. She didn't like his 90s garb. She didn't like none of it. Thank you, Jeremy. Ow. As much as I don't like Haley, I wouldn't be able to stand a man that smells like. Yeah, I'm like, I don't like Haley either, but even the eggs would get me. I'm like, the cholesterol, my guy. The cholesterol. Cool it. Cool it. Child, I don't know. Nobody's getting what they want. Mike should walk around the apartment naked and see if she has... No. You know what? At this point, if that's the last ditch effort, I mean, hey, do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do, cause bruh, nothing's working. Holding hands ain't working. Planning these romantic dates ain't working. So let's go to extreme measures. Regarding Mark, back in the day, MAFS didn't match individuals who were unemployed. I get that for richer, for poorer, may be reality in marriage, but why set strangers up for failure? Well, with Mark, in his defense, he didn't start the season unemployed. he became unemployed because of the show. So it's really Steve who we should be looking at when we're talking about being unemployed. Actually, but they used to, oh no, I guess that's a more recent season. That girl, what was her name? She was like living out of her car and she was saying, oh, she just recently moved to the city that they were in. What was her name? Oh, that's gonna kill me. One of y'all will remember. Jasmina Hart's space is damaged. She needs to clear her chakras. They might Mississippi slide in and just lying to us. They are knocking boots. They are. Oh my gosh, mercy, not sulfur and iron. Noe and Steve are staying together. The rest of the couples are a no. I mean, they better if he's out here buying her a new ring. Maybe he should try and eat the box. She won't let him near the box, Jeremy. She's like, what box? I don't have one of those. Oh, no. She has one. It just doesn't get wet for him. Oh, mercy God. Mercy God. I'm telling you, if I was a man, I would never recover from that. I know as a man, my ego would be so fragile. If you say nothing about me makes you wet, I'm gone. When is Love Island US coming back? It should be back like July, August. And I heard it's going to be on Peacock this season. Steve and O work together. Steve doesn't work and he cooks. Oh, Steve and O would work together. Steve doesn't work and he cooks. Yes, Christina. Thank you. I knew y'all remember. Now Lindsey got that man fired. That's why Dr. Pepper said she didn't think much of Mark when she first met him. And I feel like even this season, she didn't want to put him on again. She was like, y'all, I thought we already been here. We said no before. It's still a no. It is still a no. They had the retired basketball player too. That's true. They've had some unemployed people. She had to have called up there and showed out on that man's job, and his manager said, that'll do it. No, I think it honestly was because like since filming is so rigorous, he couldn't make work. And the reality is there's less penalty leaving your job than breaking a contract like this. This season is way too long. Okay, Jeremy. We got 2 Jeremys again? Y'all be confusing me. So many people, including me, are saying this is the last season. Because we're done. The theatrics are too much. From even the way that they edit, like the city skyline, it'd be so cheesy. I'm like, is this like people in film school doing this? Like, what is happening? What is this? They should contract the people across the pond to edit this version. Doesn't he work at a gym? No, apparently now he's a manager at Chick-fil-A. One of the subscribers said she saw him there. And then there was a picture of him going around. I was like, damn, he really do work there. What is the spark Jasmina's talking about? Can you explain? Like somebody said earlier, I think she's looking for the fairy tale relationship, especially since all her relationships in the past have been long distance. I don't think she really knows what the reality of relationship is. And the constant butterflies, the constant in love feeling is not realistic. It's not realistic. It should be in the beginning, but at some point that tapers off, and it truly is the love you have for that person that extends past the issues. But all she sees is, oh, it's just issues, and we don't have that romantic whatever, da-da-da. Are you even trying to have it, sis? I don't know. 2-hour episodes, 16 plus episodes. I need it condensed with more interaction with the therapist. Everybody need therapy before a relationship. And even on top of that, I need them to go to a real therapist, not these show contracted therapists. Because I don't know if I said it on the Married at First Sight videos, but like when I was being casted for a show, that therapist, I could see right through them. And I only have a bachelor's in psychology. And I could see right through that person. I said, oh boy, people are falling for this? Oh boy. I think they need to shake up and change the structure because this is crazy. I'm telling you, they need the Australians and the UK people to come and fix it up. Or maybe even Denmark, because that was the original. And I mutually parted ways with an employee, so I didn't have to pay them unemployment. Are you talking about you, or are you talking about Mark? 14 seasons is long enough. They really could just dead the series, to be honest. They could. Matt was so sketchy. No family, no house, cheating. I think Matt, where'd it go? Wanted a black girl, talking about his favorite movie was Love and Basketball, and wanted to name his son Q. What in the white men can jump? I've seen a few people who I feel like wanted a black person. Was it last season? Or was it this season? There was somebody who was really like, oh, I love Lil Jon. Who was that lady? She was married to Brett. Brett? No. Yeah. Olivia. Olivia wanted to be with a black man. Olivia wanted herself a nigga. Okay. Dr. Viviana just disappeared, child. She's dissociating herself from this franchise. Live Team is doing the theatrics for views and less about making real matches. It's getting exhausting and sad. Absolutely. Dr. Pepper, give Noi an out to not live with Steve. And you know what's crazy? Knowing Noi, she's going to take the pieces that apply to her and discard the rest. So I'm sure she didn't even hear the part where she said, I've been with this man for 19 years. And in my 23-year relationship, we did live together while raising children. Noi didn't hear none of that. She heard, I don't live with my husband, and she ran with it. Do you think they do too many group dates? They only have 8 weeks. One-on-one time is important. I don't think so, mainly because I feel like everybody's going to link up anyway since they live in the same complex. I just think they don't facilitate enough like conversation, like with the experts. When I think of the Australian version, they meet up like every week with the other couples to discuss where they stand. And like the other people give in their opinion as well. It's not just, here's where we stand. Here's where we stand. Here's where we stand. Group, share your thoughts. And then they have the experts calling out their issues and how they can work going forward. And also there's a ceremony where they decide whether or not they want to stay or leave. And I feel like constantly knowing where your partner stands helps you in like, okay, going forward, how could we do this better? So I don't think they have too many group dates. I just think they're just going about it the wrong way. Emotionally unavailable. I missed it. Oh, it's gone. Emotionally unavailable people love long distance relationship and already married people. Exactly. Yep, Olivia. See, I knew who I was talking about. She wanted a black man. You can't tell me otherwise. Luke ended up with a black girl. Who was Luke now? That's what he said his boss told him until the show was over. Oh, yes, 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 yes. You're right, you're right, you're right. Matt was on there for his music career. I remember people finding videos of him singing on YouTube. Damn. I'm telling you, this is a jump off. This is a jump off for a lot of people now. That's what reality TV is, to be honest. Pastor Kyle be joking with them. This is serious stuff because they don't take this show serious either. Out of the three, it's Australia, UK, US. Boo, tomato, tomato for US. Yeah. So far, Australia is my favorite. And I know a lot of people don't like it because there's not a lot of racial diversity. But honestly, I would rather not see black people than to see black people be treated bad. I'd rather they just not be involved at all. That's my opinion. I like Steve, but he's unrealistic about not getting a job. He didn't give specifics on how he would provide or what exactly he's going to do. All he kept saying was he's going to cook. Maybe it was the edit. I hear you. I think it's really hard for me to, I don't know. He really makes it seem like he's well set. And I don't know if that's just something he doesn't want to talk about on camera. I don't know. But he really makes it seem like he good and he doesn't need to explain himself. I just see too many issues with Noy to even look at Steve. I'm just looking at Noy like, girl, why are you here? I can understand why Pastor Girl came out and said black women only wanted black men and black men wanted non-black women. It's obvious there are mismatches. Out of the 20K, not one black woman, non-black man like other races. I've been wanting to see that too. I wanted to see what it looked like to have a black woman with somebody who wasn't black. Yeah, I don't know. Does the Australian version have a better success rate? Technically, but not really. They have a lot more people. So, yeah, that kind of aids in the success rate. They have a lot more people. The experts are here for a check too. Sure are. Luke was the one acting weird about being intimate with his wife, and the whole time they were being intimate. I genuinely don't remember this guy. I don't remember him. Unless you're Jamie Otis, Imani and Woody, how big can you get from this show? Can Desmina launch a modeling career? Can Mike's training clients blow up, etc.? I don't know. Yo, Gamblers Anonymous comments the same thing every time, and I don't know what this means. No idea. Yeah. But even with Jamie Otis and Imani and Woody, I think too, the reason why they became so big was because they didn't come from a platform. If they did a great job hiding it. I think we genuinely believed in their story. You know? There was something to root for. So, y'all really think they screened 20K people? Absolutely not. No. That was a couple I described earlier. The Mo guy with the beard. I'm drawing a blank, y'all. I'm drawing a blank. All right, last 6 minutes. What y'all gotta say before we go? I don't know why I'm drawing a blank too. Like, I used to love this show. That's how you know I'm exhausted. I'm tired. What else y'all want to see on this channel? Because we're done with Married at First Sight after this season. Do you believe the spoilers you see online? I believe the spoilers that I see from MAFS fan on Instagram because, man, people really be like on it with the spoilers that they give her. So, yeah, we're doing the challenge. Well, we're gonna try to do the challenge. If people respond well, I'll keep doing it. If they don't, as always, I fall off. I'm gonna do 90 Day Fiance. The only reason why I don't want to do 90 Day Fiance is because I feel like now they've been like taking some storylines from the past and keeping it in the new seasons, and because I've fallen off, I don't want to do that. I want to start from a new season that starts with all new couples. Don't give me no backstory. I loved Chris and Paige last season. The dramatics were amazing, but this season hasn't grabbed my attention. I've been fast forwarding a lot. I need more chemistry with the couples. You loved Chris and Paige. Wow. Well, for the theatrics. Okay, I get that. Good night, Cherise. She had the Noise's voice in a mullet cut. Yeah. I don't know why it's not ringing a bell. Do you decide which new shows you're going to review? I saw a poll you had recently. Did I decide? I think what I'm going to do for the May premieres is The Love Match Atlanta, The Challenge, and The Circle. I know the Love and Marriage fans are going to be upset. Y'all have been asking me for months to do Love and Marriage. Might not do it. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Everybody wants to see real love potential, but they keep matching people for drama. And what they don't understand is there is going to be drama even with the most perfect couples. Like, please, leave us alone. Tonight's episode of Survivor was bananas. No, Sunny Days, stop. I'm literally going to go watch right after this. Fun fact, I did a 90 Day Fiancé situation, but it was before they had a show for it. James, in the next 3 minutes, tell us what happened. Do y'all remember when it was, what? Do y'all remember when we would tune in to see how horrid Alyssa was going to be to Chris? Hate to say it, but once she left, the season was boring. You know what, Brad? Yeah. Can't lie. Selling Tampa is cute. Black people in real estate. The houses are amazing. I did watch it. I did do... You were married for 6 years. And then what happened? Would you ever do a non-American Western show review? Because I have some that I'd love to see get covered. Hey, get out of my chat, you weirdo. How do I block you? Can you block them, Alexis? Thank you. No, it wasn't decision day to the person who just asked. To Pam, it wasn't decision day. Yeah, I would do non-American shows. Let me tell you the non-American shows that I watch. I watch all the Survivors. I watch Survivor Australia, Survivor South Africa. I've been wanting to get into Romania. We'll see about that. I watch all the Big Brothers, Canada, US, UK, Nigeria, all of them. Love Island is from abroad. I watched The Married at First Sight, that's abroad. I watched some other shows which I would never, ever admit on this show because the UK television be crazy. And child, y'all don't need to know me to that extent. Okay. But yes, the short answer is yes. Thank you, Alexis. Green card, sadly, was the most meaningful relationship of my adult life, platonically anyway. Damn. She lives in Fort Lauderdale now, and we're still friends. Wow. Yes, I love first dates. Love it. Now, those people know how to match people. First dates crew, those people know how to match people. Wow, green card. That was your most substantial relation, platonically. So romantically, there's been better, or that was just the best all around. It is 12 a.m. Your girl's got to go. I want this answer, and then I'm going to move. I love UK television. That's why I have this UK accent. I really think that I'm from the UK, and I'm really not. But, you know, sometimes it comes out, sometimes it doesn't. We'll see. It's really light right now. I've been messing it up lately, and it's breaking my heart because I used to be so good. Sometimes it's a good deal, not going to lie. The green card is a good deal. I'm back on the market, been through the gauntlet, and can't do round 2. If you hear anything on the streets, LOL. Okay, James, let's see your profile picture. Can we hook you up with anybody in the chat? It's tragic over in these parts. Mercy. I could do a general British accent and a general Australian accent. I need to learn Scottish. Oh, no, never that. I always have my cats. All right. Listen, wherever you gotta find love. Wherever you gotta find the love. Your little fur babies, love them. Love them, hold them, and caress them. All right, y'all. This has been great. You got paid from that relationship? Not Laverne. Stop it, Alexis. Wait, you got paid. Hold on. Hold on. Did I miss something? So this marriage was for a green card. You got paid to be with this person. It lasted for 6 years and y'all are still friends. Correct? Oh, Laverne is from another show. Alexis, you're making references that people don't know. Wow. You know what? For money, I would do it. I would do it. I know they do it all the time, but I've never met somebody who's done it. I would do it. I would do it. Brad, not much. It was the same old story, same old fights. Ain't nothing changed. We learned that, no, I'm not going to bring up elementary school again. I know green cards aren't free. I'm just, wow. Wow. I've met somebody who actually did it. That's, wow. 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 Okay, bye. You don't know how these relationships work? I do, guys. I've just never met somebody. Goodbye. Have a good night. See the rest of y'all Friday for those who be watching the other show.